Joining us live now is market analyst Carl Rodder. Carl, the markets are set for a boost with a potential thaw in the trade war.
Absolutely. So we're about 0.5% higher this morning. I mean, this news did come out yesterday afternoon our time, so some of it has been priced in. But we've seen a real risk-on environment being, I suppose, driven in financial markets across the globe in the last 24 hours. So even despite the fact that we did, again, price a lot of that good news in yesterday afternoon, we're about 0.5% higher this morning and set for a pretty positive end to the week, it looks like.
And what else is happening? What are NFPs telling us?
Yeah, so US jobs data tonight is going to be very significant. So we're looking at potentially 160,000 jobs being added to the US economy last month. The unemployment rate should stay at around 3.7%. But it's an interesting one because the narrative has really shifted around the US jobs market recently. If you can remember, for the last 6 months or so, it's very much been about will the tight labour market lead to wage growth and inflation. It's not such the case anymore. The real concern is that now that the US jobs market could be following the rest of the economy and slowing down. If that were to occur, obviously, that would be another potential nail in the US economic coffin, if you will. So it's going to be very much tonight to check whether the US economy is still adding jobs, and there's still reason, I suppose, to be optimistic about the economic outlook in the United States.
And can you just help those of us not in the know, what is the NFP?
The NFP, so non-farm payroll, so it's effectively their employment data that comes out every month. So just like our unemployment rate, we check it for a bit of a health check on the economy in the United States. It's been very robust. In fact, the unemployment rate's been at 50-year lows recently. And again, that has added fears that, perhaps we could see an inflation outbreak. We could see all these things occurring because of how robust the US economy has been. The outlook has changed very considerably recently, where we're now worried about a turnaround and a slowdown in the US jobs market. In fact, the pace of US jobs being added to the US economy has slowed down recently. So it's probably the most significant piece of US data that we get every month. Given we've had this trade war, I suppose, silence in the last, or resolution, if you will, in the last 24 hours, it probably takes on much greater significance. So a big deal tonight.